Hi, in this video I would like to talk about what has helped me with my dry eyes. So I wasn't diagnosed with dry eye syndrome. I know that's like a whole different level. Talk about what has helped me because it might help you. It doesn't mean it will help you, but it might. There's nothing wrong with trying. So I'm gonna throw this out. I had surgery when I was 3 years old because my eyes were out, as in my left eye will always look to the left and my right eye will always look to the right. I ended up getting surgery to get my eyes look straight ahead, look straight. But they told my parents, the doctor told my parents that one of the eyes was not gonna get healed. It's always one, and they ended up getting the left eye look straight ahead, but the right eye was stuck. As a child, I didn't really notice this until I started looking back in my pictures, and I was like, oh look, my right eye is actually still on the right. And I didn't notice until my teenage years, and I didn't really think of it much, like whatever. I remember I always had vision problems. As a child, I used to get like little pimples on my eyelid, like on top of my eyelid or like under here. It was very painful. I used to get it like for a whole week. It used to hurt just blinking, like keeping my eye open was very painful. But as an adult, I was told that maybe it was herpes. It's not the STD ones, it's the herpes, as in you have a weak immune system, so you're sick, you get sick very often, and your immune system is so weak that you get this virus. And as long as I can remember, I used to get sick very often as a child. I used to get sick like every month and a half. And I was sick like for at least a week. I used to always get a cold, so winter was like the worst season for me. I used to love summer because in the summer I really got sick, and I used to hate the winter, honestly. Now it's the other way around. I just can't stand the heat anymore, and I love the winter. Once COVID hit, you know how we were supposed to wear face masks from getting COVID from others and for us passing COVID to others. So you know, me being obedient, wearing face mask to protect myself and protect others. So when you breathe in oxygen and you breathe out carbon dioxide, so it goes down. But when you wear the face mask, that carbon dioxide pretty much goes up, and when it goes up, it goes to your eyes. Maybe you could disagree, but I noticed that my eyes started getting dry, and I didn't notice. Actually, in the beginning, my doctor was the one who noticed. She pointed it out. Do you feel that your eyes are dry? I'm like, no, not really. They're like, your eyes are dry. They're like, try to put eye compressor. Get an eye compressor, or just get artificial tears. They would give me samples, and I wouldn't use it honestly because I didn't feel anything. So I didn't do anything, and I felt like because I was constantly going out for safety reasons and distressing my mind, I would go on, just put a face mask, and all of that carbon dioxide would just go into my eyes. It just got worse and worse. So I did started feeling my eyes getting dry, so I ended up getting artificial tears, and I will apply them. In the beginning it will work maybe for 1 to 2 weeks, and then I'll just get another brand because I felt like the other brand wasn't working, and it would just work like for a month or so, and then I'll just get another brand, and until I hit one that would work for a really long time. But the thing is that this summer a friend of mine asked me to take her to the pool. Since she's a minor, she had to take an adult, so she asked me, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? But I told her, like, you know, I can't swim. But she's like, don't worry, I'll teach you how to swim, you know, stuff like that. So she ended up teaching me how to swim. She was very patient, and I fell in love with the water. I love the water. It was very fun. We were there from the moment they opened until they had to clean it. So we were there like around what, 4 or 5 hours? Yeah, 4 hours, 5 hours or so. It was very fun. I don't regret it. It was very interesting. I learned how to swim. And the first time we went to the pool, I didn't take goggles. I didn't apply sunscreen. Nothing seemed to bother me. The only thing is that my face was burning. My face was burning for 3 days. I was like, yeah, I think I need to put sunscreen, because I asked her, isn't your face burning? She's like, no, my face is not burning, because she applied sunscreen, and I didn't apply sunscreen. So I was like, this sunscreen seems to work. So the next time we went, 7 days later, we ended up going back, and I ended up getting sunscreen. I applied sunscreen on my face, on my legs, on my arms, anywhere that might be exposed to the sun. I didn't feel anything until we got out. When we got out, my face wasn't burning, but my eyes were super dry. They felt super dry. They felt irritated. I couldn't keep them open. They felt very annoying. And I applied my eye drops, the ones that work. It wasn't working, so I kept applying like every half an hour to an hour. I will apply 2 eye drops because on the label says 1 to 2 eye drops, and I was applying it like every hour or so, and I was like, this can't be going on because I cannot keep my eyes open. The light is bugging me. So 2 days later, I ended up calling the place where I get my eyes checked, and I ended up getting an appointment, an emergency appointment, emergency checkup, and they're like, come in an hour if you can. I end up going, and they're like, your cornea seems irritated. They even asked me if you wear eye contacts. I'm like, I never wear eye contacts. The reason is because when you wear eye contacts, that actually upsets the cornea and damages the cornea, because when you put eye contacts, you don't get oxygen into the eye, into the eyes. So contacts are not actually recommended to be worn too long, and I don't wear eye contacts. I'm actually scared to wear eye contacts, so I'm actually supposed to be wearing glasses the whole day, but I don't like wearing eyeglasses because I don't want to depend on the glasses. And they told me that it could have been the combination of the sunscreen getting to my eyes and also the eye drops. Putting too much eye drops could have irritated my eyes, because they told me that the eye drops that I was applying, it could be used no more than 4 times per day. Since I was using it too often, that could have been the reason it caused even my eyes to become even more drier. And also they told me that maybe I am very sensitive to the chloride, which makes a lot of sense, because I did feel like a little bit of irritation the first time, but I feel like the second time was really bad. So they told me it just could have been a combination of all 3, which I do believe. And they just recommended me to get artificial tears, but PF is preservative free. They told me that's even safer than the ones that are not preservative free. They told me that you could apply them as many times you can during the day. It's not going to hurt you, since it doesn't have preservatives. It's actually made for more sensitive eyes. I'm gonna be honest, it did work. It works. I still use preservative free now. I get all of my artificial tears out of preservative free. I actually told my dad get preservative free. He told me that he doesn't feel anything when he applies preservative free, but he actually still applies it because he feels like it's actually safer than the one that he's been using. And they also told me try to use eye compress. So it's like a eye mask that you just put in the microwave, you heat it up, and then you apply it, you leave it on for like 20 minutes, she told me. But the thing is that I don't like using the microwave because it's radiation. Those are waves. Those waves are bad. Those are damaging. And if you put the eye mask in there for like a minute or so and you put it on your eyes, I feel like you're transferring that radiation to your eyes. So I feel like there's more damage there. So I don't like using the microwaves. So I ended up getting a Jade mask. It's by the same brand that I got my matte and my LED panel. Hoga. I got it for 30 bucks. I got it on 25% discount on July 4th because I feel like July 4th they give even a bigger discount than Black Friday. So hopefully next big sale, I do end up getting another mask and giving it to my cousin, because my cousin, he works on the computer. So I also take cod liver oil. Cod liver oil is good for your vision if you're not high in vitamin A, D, E, K, because A, D, E, K could get you could get an overdose because it's a fat soluble vitamin. Fat soluble vitamins are toxic when you take too much because they actually get stored in the liver. So like the other vitamins that are not fat soluble, they don't get stored in the organs. You pretty much release them when you pee and stuff like that. But fat soluble vitamins, they get stored in your liver, so you could also damage your liver. So just be careful with the cod liver oil. I heard Creole oil. I never tried it, but it's something out there because it doesn't have mercury, I heard, but I never tried it. But it's something out there that maybe you could look into it. And I take BioAstin. BioAstin is something that I have noticed with my skin. It helps a lot with my acne. BioAstin, 12 milligrams, one daily. I ended up giving that for my cousin. I left that when I went to Peru on May. And my dad ended up flying there for an emergency, and he even asked me, can you please send me BioAstin, because I noticed that it's very good. So yes, it works for him, it works for me. So hopefully maybe you could get that a try. is wonderful for my skin and my vision. I noticed my eyes get hydrated. So the eye mask, I just plug it in. I let it heat up for 15 minutes or so, and then I just leave that on again for another 20 minutes on me, and then I just disconnect it. But it just depends on how much heat you could tolerate, because some people, they do let it heat up and then they just put it and they unplug it, but I just keep it plugged because I could tolerate more heat. And I feel like a huge difference with that. Oh my gosh, I wish everybody knew about this. And I also have my computer on the night shift, like it's yellow. Keep it like that because I just can't be exposed to too much artificial light. It just causes my eyes to dry out, and it just becomes so weak. I also use my glasses when I watch TV, or when I'm on my phone a lot, or when I'm on my iPad. On my iPad, I always need to wear my glasses because my eyes do get tired. So those are the things that has helped me with my dry eye. The Jade mask, the eye drops with the PF, preservative free, and the BioAstin and the cod liver. I hope you have learned something new. If you know someone that has dry eye, or maybe you have that, hopefully one of the things that I have said or mentioned can help you or help someone else. It's a dry eye, I feel like it's something that it's very dangerous in the long term, because that could actually in a really long term, if you have dry eye, you can actually lose your vision. I actually have vision defects, so I can't really see like the whole 360. To me, I was also told that I could lose my vision as time passes by, but you know what, let's stay positive and hopefully that doesn't happen. So hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, have a good one, have a good night, and until next time, bye, take care.